representing the city of Dayton, the Honorable City Commissioner, Matt Joseph.
Thank you, Scott. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Dayton Air Show. We're glad to welcome you here on behalf of the mayor and commissioners of the city of Dayton. We're thrilled to have you here. We're thrilled to be together with people again. We're thrilled to be here for this occasion to see some great aircraft.
As the ground becomes bigger and bigger and reaches altitude, our opening flag jumper will make his way into the target area. Sergeant Matt Garner, Danville, Indiana. All right, canopy is open, tracking in. You can see the canopy is square. It's a ram air canopy. It has 7 inflatable panels in the front. It opens up, takes in air, it billows like a wing or an airfoil of an aircraft, giving them a variable in speed and a tremendous amount of directional control in the hands of an expert skydiver from 12,500 feet down to the ground. You can hit a target the size of a hockey puck. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're able, please join us in standing at this time as Rob Ryder presents our national anthem. The twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars for the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets ripped the bombs were still. That is one of the greatest sights in any U.S. Army Golden Lights. Tracking into the target area, let's hear a massive round of applause up and down the flight line as that jumper makes it into the target area.
14-inch mahogany baton exchange. They now alter their body positions to form 120-mile-per-hour spirals in the sky. The demonstration you are seeing was designed to showcase the maneuverability of the human body while flying through the air at speeds in excess of 120 miles per hour. The jumpers separate, and there you have the high-flying black and gold of your United States Army parachute team, the Golden Knights. Mr. Charlie Hill, former team leader of the Eagles Aerobatics team, and parachute manufacturer, Mr. Steve Snyder, exchanged the first baton in 1958. It was then believed that two jumpers in free fall could not possibly make contact. The smoke trails each jumper leaves in the sky are created by two M18 smoke canisters, which emit a continuous stream of smoke for up to 90 seconds. The jumper attaches these to one foot with a specially designed cracker, and then ties the activation pins to a lanyard. By pulling on this lanyard, he or she has ground-to-ground signaling devices, ground-to-air signaling devices, or screening devices to conceal troop movement. The parachutes used by the Golden Knights are flexible wing gliders. Constructed of lightweight ripstop nylon, they have an inherent forward airspeed of 22 miles per hour. To turn left for the safest and softest possible landing. Watch the minor hand corrections used as our first jumper brings it in for a dead center landing. Not to be outdone by his partner, the next jumper. The C-147 jump aircraft used by the Golden Knights is a modified cargo aircraft. The jumper is out, and the smoke is on. As the jumper glides to his precise opening point, this jumper is wearing 3 parachutes instead of the 2 we normally wear. Even when this first parachute begins to stream. However, the jumper will reach up and release one side of the parachute, causing it to malfunction. This is our only solo maneuver, yet one of our most exciting. Watch closely as the jumper pilots this parachute to the exact spot. The jumper is now accelerating earthwards at speeds in excess of 90 miles per hour. He releases it, returns to free fall, and opens his main parachute.
Oh my god.
This is the same procedure a free fall parachutist would use if he were to have a problem with his main parachute. The reserve or auxiliary parachutes used by the Golden Knights are also flexible wing gliders, such as the one you see now. However, there are some differences. It is white in color, and it is slightly smaller in wing surface area with a much greater forward airspeed of up to 30 miles per hour. In free fall, the team leader relies on hand and arm signals for communication. At 9,000 feet, he gives the thumbs up, signaling the jumpers to close in for the tight winch formation. The jump master gives the signal to perform our bomb burst maneuver. This is our salute to all of you attending today's show. Once again, the high-flying black and gold of your United States Army parachute team, the Golden Knights. Now, as you may have guessed, these jumpers are faced with a unique situation, a traffic jam in the sky. They must gain vertical separation to allow for individual approaches into the target area. This is accomplished by pulling down on the front part of the parachute and spiraling at speeds in excess of 60 miles per hour. This allows them to set up a traffic pattern just like you might see aircraft at a busy airport. At 1,000 feet, the jumper does what is called a wind penetration check, checking their speed and distance across the ground. They will then fly a downwind leg, a base leg 90 degrees to the target, and then turn and face into the wind for a final approach. It takes a great deal of concentration to land dead center of the target. The jumpers keep a close eye on the windsock located in the target area. As the jumpers turn in on final approach, they shift all their focus to the small black dot located in the center of the orange X. You may notice these parachutes have 7 openings in the front. That allows air to be forced in, maintaining the rigidity of the flexible wing glider. Let's watch closely as our first jumper brings it over the target and uses those minor hand corrections to obtain a dead center landing. Since the colors of the Army are black and gold, so are the names of our demonstration teams. The team performing for you today is the Black Demonstration Team. If you would like more information on joining America's first team, the United States Army, give us a call at 1-800-USA-ARMY or visit us online at goarmy.com. To follow the Golden Knights on Instagram, follow us at Army Golden Knights. Come by later and visit us at the Army recruiting booth. Help us pack our parachutes and get autographs. As our last jumper squares up on the target, now, in keeping with a long-standing Golden Knight tradition, we would like to present today's baton, which was flown in freefall, to a distinguished member of today's audience. Mr. David Lazar has stepped forward and...
This maneuver will have this giant aircraft at an altitude of 1,000 feet well before the departure into the runway. Let's watch as the C-17 takes to the skies for Centerpoint, Dayton Air Show. Ladies and gentlemen, the crew for today's demonstration is Major Nick Coblio, Lieutenant Colonel J.D. Ferris, Major Courtney Bitt, the loadmaster for today's demo, Staff Sergeant Brennan Casey. Crew is based out of Joint Base Lewis McChord in Washington State. This highly experienced crew has a combined total of over 20,000 flight hours, with 19 deployments in support of combat and humanitarian missions in the Middle East. In addition to their combat deployments, this crew has a combined total of 29 missions to Antarctica, with 5 airdrops on the South Pole in support of the National Science Foundation's Antarctic mission. Crew chiefs supporting our demonstration today from the 62nd Maintenance Group, Tech Sergeant Matt Hall, Senior Airman Sarah Nelson, Senior Airman David Nugent, and Airman First Class Jesse Whalen. At show left, while the crew is maneuvering for their first pass at show center, I'd like to share some facts with you about this aircraft. The C-17 made its first flight in September of 1991, its airdrop mission in history. This new age design includes a modern, computerized glass cockpit, heads-up displays at both pilot stations, and an advanced cargo handling system, allowing it to operate with a crew half the size of similar cargo aircraft. As you look to stage left, the crew is now setting up for the high-speed pass. As they approach show center line, the engines will be advanced to full power, and the aircraft will accelerate to 310 knots. This pass demonstrates the extremely powerful engines of this magnificent jet and allows for more suitable operations at airfields near heavily populated cities. This reliable airlifter combines the intercontinental cargo carrying capabilities of larger aircraft, such as the C-5 Galaxy, with the short field landing potential of the much smaller C-130 Hercules. The C-17 is powered by 4 Pratt & Whitney F117 engines, the same engines used on the Boeing 757. Each engine delivers over 40,000 pounds of thrust. This amount of thrust allows the Globemaster III to carry over 170,000 pounds of cargo for an astounding range of up to 2,400 nautical miles without even utilizing air-to-air refueling. Ladies and gentlemen, now approaching from your right, the aircraft will perform a slow-speed pass at just under 120 knots. During the pass, please notice the wing leading edge slats and large powered lift wing flaps. These devices literally change the shape of the wing and are the key to its low final approach speed, enabling this aircraft to land and stop in extremely short distances. Ladies and gentlemen, please get your cameras ready. This will be your best opportunity to take photos of this amazing state-of-the-art machine. Showing its ability to fly at slow speeds and demonstrate its advanced aerodynamics in action. Speaking of, the aircraft uses a quadruple redundant fly-by-wire system for the operation. These decrease aerodynamic drag and increase fuel economy. To give you a better idea of this aircraft's overall size, those winglets are nearly 9 feet tall. In case you're wondering how big the C-17 is, the wingspan is roughly 170 feet, the tail over 5 stories tall, and fully loaded it weighs 585,000 pounds. As you can see, the C-17 is extremely maneuverable at both high and low speeds, making it easy to operate in any tactical situation. Here's some more interesting facts about the Globemaster III. This aircraft can fly anywhere in the world non-stop using its air-to-air refueling capability. Air Force personnel routinely fly 24-hour missions with just one single crew. The most basic crew complement required to operate the C-17 is merely 2 pilots and 1 loadmaster. The heavy-duty landing gear allows it to land on surfaces such as cement, sand, dirt, and even ice. As a result of this, C-17s have been in over 180 countries and on literally every continent in the world since the production began. Finally, all current Air Force C-17 crews are trained on the use of night vision goggles, known as NVGs, allowing them to operate while in unlit, austere locations around the globe. Our C-17 will now maneuver for its final approach to the assault landing. Ladies and gentlemen, as our C-17 crew makes their final approach, the aircraft will be flying at just under 120 knots. They are simulating an arrival to a shortened airfield where hostile forces could be present. This versatile tactic allows the C-17 to operate at over 6,000 more airfields worldwide than a comparable commercial wide-body aircraft. Ladies and gentlemen, watch now as our crew demonstrates the extremely short landing distance of this enormous steadfast airlifter using just over 1,000 feet of runway to bring this aircraft to a stop.
We've got a lot of good stuff going, including we're going to welcome back Michael Wiskus to the show. Coming up after that, we've got the Aeroshell Aerobatic team. We're going to go from a 1946 birthed but 21st century modified little biplane with Michael flying it to going back in time to the 1930s, the late 1930s, I think 1938.
Wiskus now continues to roll the airplane over the top. The nose comes down. He spirals once and twice. This gentleman from
was inspired when he was a kid and just 10 years old when he went to go to an air show in Iowa. We'll tell you more about that a little later when he does his full-up performance. But right now, it's just a little teaser to show you just how great a pilot he is and what he can do with this airplane, this biplane that is considered by some to be a relic. Well, not this way, because this is one hot rod. Keep your eyes on the gentleman from Minneapolis, Minnesota, as he yanks back on the stick, experiencing 10 times. The airplane rolls on the upline, the propeller turns forward. He'll stop and get still in the air. Watch him now. He pulls hard on the stick, does an inside Hunter bump, and on the way down, he'll continue to roll around and stick to the right-hand side of the aerobatic box. Brought to you by Lucas Oil, a legend in the racing industry, and he is brought to you by Miami Valley Gaming, right down the street on I-75, exit 29. Got to be 21 or older to gamble, but that's the folks who are sponsoring and hosting Michael Wiskus here at the show today. Miami Valley Gaming, what a great way to spend some extra time. Accelerated to 175 miles per hour. He's just feet above the deck. He does a quick, hard 9G pull and rolls the airplane upside down and then pushes on the stick with all the blood rushing to his head. It feels like there's a vice in his head. That's one of the most uncomfortable feelings a pilot can experience. This is a guy who is a G-monster, and I will tell you now, and we'll tell you more about it later, he is the proud father of one of 4 Americans representing the United States of America in gymnastics at the upcoming Olympics in Japan. This guy is so proud of his son. In knife edge flight, you can see it says, oh yeah, oh it says oil, and it says Lucas. Presented here at the Dayton Show by Miami Valley Gaming. Put your hands together for Michael Wiskus. Climbing high above the ground, almost 1,000 feet. The nose comes over. He trades that altitude for more energy, more smash, more speed. A very successful businessman who now flies the fuselage. There it says Lucas right on the top. Almost 90 degrees of bank. That takes some skill. That is called the knife edge pass. He is one of the gentlemen of our air show industry, and it's his first time to be here at the Centerpoint Energy Dayton Air Show presented by Kroger. This airplane started out as a little pitch biplane with its roots dating back to the mid-1940s. But this one, oh boy, we're cooking with this because we've got 300 horsepower, a guy who has the ability to control it in a way that few others can fly in Iowa when he was a mere 10 years old. And there is a book called The Little Engine That Could that meant a world to this guy because Michael Wiskus had been told brilliant maneuver called the Spider Tower. But watch as he makes the airplane there.
Look up! Look up! Grant, look up! There!
Who is considered to be one of the nicest guys in our industry. He doesn't hop and he goes with anybody. He just says, I love to fly. And he flies so many different types of airplanes, from corporate jets, but this is where he gets his pleasure flying over this Olympics. We'll see him do small. That's a high-speed swing of 1 lane. We'll see him do so many others where all the blood is forced up into his head and it hurts big time. But let's watch Michael as he comes across the top. Looks like he's going to do a loop, but he's going to put a snap roll. Well, there's 1, there's 2, there's 3, and he will pull back through. That's a loop with 3 snap rolls on top. It's called a triple avalanche. He is brought to
industry, and he is also presented by Lucas Oil TV. It's a television network based around the motorsports industry, where Lucas Oil has established itself as a major player with great lubricants, and they can as well. They can withstand extreme temperatures without foaming, and Lucas Oil is there to take care of you, whether it be your outboard motor, your recreational vehicle, or whatever it happens to be. Check out Lucas Oil. Now, Michael climbs up here, a guy who is a great businessman in terms of selling aircraft, refurbishing aircraft, and even repairing aircraft that other aerial entertainers have in some case damaged. Group of people who have some poles out there. Those poles are about 18 feet high.
Oh my god.
As Michael now falls out of the sky in a spin where the airplane was not flying, but the people standing out there are holding those 18-foot poles. They are about 40 feet apart, and between the tops of those two poles is a ribbon. And very, very shortly, Michael Wiskus is going to attempt to cut that ribbon. Let's see if he's going to do it on this pass. He's high and to the left, and he'll check it out. But this time, he goes right under those ribbons. How about that? Hey, Dayton, how do you like Michael Wiskus? Yeah, we do too. He'll extend out to the right-hand side of the aerobatic box as he climbs skyward now to about 15 inches. Right on the deck, Michael Wiskus now in the Lucas Oil pits experiences 10 G's in that very, very, very tight turn. Rolls it 2.5 times to upside down and pushes forward on the stick with all of that energy. Watch him as he climbs now. Almost zero airspeed, and he's able to accelerate out of it and continues to keep the pits biplane rolling. Extending out to the left. He weighs 200 pounds. That means he weighs 1,800 pounds. As he gets to the top,
Oh yeah.
he does a tail slide. He backs it up. Now he swaps ends. The power comes back on. He flirts with the buildings over there on the edge of our aerobatic box, our stage here in the sky at Dayton. Pushes the nose over for lots more energy. Watch for this. This is called the forward somersault. There's one. There's a double. The double somersault is incredible, ladies and gentlemen. Put your hands together. Lucas Oil. Standing up on one wing, using the power of the engine, a lot of left rudder, and a lot of skill to make it do that. Now watch, he slows down. Almost turns it into a helicopter with zero airspeed. Says Lucas, another knife edge pass. Almost turned it into a helicopter before, but let's look what 350 horsepower and a 1,400-pound airplane will do. They'll bring it to a dead stop right over the field. This is a hover. There's 7, 8 seconds, almost zero airspeed, and that is another tremendous performance from Michael Wiskus. Ladies and gentlemen, Now let me tell you a little bit about this team. They're flying a 1930s technology aircraft. Right now the weight of the aircraft is about 5,000 pounds. That means it takes a lot of strength to be able to do what the team is going to do. They make it look so easy, but I can tell you these 4 award winners, it's difficult. It takes a lot of strength. These are all big guys, and I'll introduce them to you. They are recipients of the Bill Barber Award for Showmanship, given one time a year to one team or one individual at the Sacred Place for Aviation, Oshkosh, Wisconsin. In addition to that, they were the recipients of the Art Show Memorial Showmanship Award, given one time a year at a Black Tie Awards banquet in Las Vegas. You heard about all the records of the C-17, has in the record book, time to climb, payload, all the things that it can do. And it was in Oshkosh. I was going to be on the stage at Theater in the Woods, and I was in the green room waiting to go on, and there was an officer talking about the C-17. And I started to listen to the speaker in the green room, and what he said almost brought me to tears. He said the C-17 is a hospital ship. Here's what we found out. In the Middle East, he said somebody is wounded. What we found out is we give them care as fast as we can in the Middle East. We put them on a C-17 hospital ship with state-of-the-art equipment and military-trained medical personnel. We get them to Frankfurt, Germany, where we have state-of-the-art care. And then as soon as they're able to transition again, we put them back on a C-17. We take them to America. We get them to our hometown hospital or a VA hospital where their friends and family are, and we find that it reduces the recovery time monumentally. And I broke into tears in that green room. I said, wow, that's humanitarian. After you hear about the payload and the speed and the size and all the things that it can do. And advanced trainer from World War II, built by North American Aviation, known as the Advanced Trainer 6, or the SNJ, or for the Commonwealth countries, it was the Harvard aircraft. Same aircraft, 3 different names. They are the award-winning Aeroshell Aerobatic team, and they are brought to you by their sponsors, Aeroshell, Honda Generators, Champion Aerospace, Kimmel Aviation Insurance, Vegan Incorporated, Aero LEDs, CJ Aviation, Yunkin Aircraft Engines, Higher Power Hydraulic Doors, Aspen Avionics, Lincoln Welders, Bose Headsets, Aircraft Spruce, The Goodyear Company, Concord Batteries Strong. All right, as the team comes down, they call for the smoke on, the music on. Brian Reagan. The airplane closest to us is Steve Gustafson. And now again, the technology of the aircraft is such that it's not a light, nimble airplane. It's a handful of 1930s technology. We're not bad-mouthing the airplane. It's a fantastic trainer airplane and still very much in demand around the world, as a matter of fact. It is the airplane used for racing at Reno, Nevada, used by demonstration teams and used by training. As this formation barrel roll may be one of the most difficult maneuvers known to throttles. Now the sound that you'll hear is the propeller pins. You'll hear the engine sound. 600 horsepower of a Pratt Whitney engine. Now the team has many favorite maneuvers. This may be one of mine. It is a salute to all of the veterans, those who have left us, those who are veterans still with us on Earth, and those who are gaining veteran status as we speak. This will be a salute to the veterans. It is the members of the award-winning Aeroshell Aerobatic team. Bomber salute. So as team leader, Mark the wingman and the slot position are looking at nothing but the leader. Right here he calls for smoke on now. As he pulled out, he calls ready, break. And the team picks 4 points on the compass. Salute. All right, now it's time for a little head-on action. Off on your left, it's a left wingman. That is Steve Gustafson. To your right, it's a right wingman, Brian Reagan. As they head towards one another at a speed of about 400 miles per hour. And flying upside down. They call contact. That means I am. All right, high to your right. Draw your attention to the team leader. That's Mark Henley. He is followed by in slot position Jimmy Ford. As they make their way down from the team, he calls for Jimmy follows the leader's command on the very top of the loop. The stick. Do not look at the airplanes, look at the smoke. Ladies and gentlemen, for the spectators, coming back in, I will reintroduce the team as they come back in. Bearing down in an element of 2. It's leading Mark Henley from Birmingham, Alabama. He is followed by Jimmy Fordham from Monroe, Louisiana. Followed by Brian Reagan from Lafayette, Louisiana. Followed by Steve Gustafson. That's what I like about the South. Is the mark of a real professional. Now, if you'll hold up your right hand, look at your fingernails above the horizon and bury your thumb. In flight, that's a figure 4 formation, strong right. So I'll introduce the team members as they relate to your fingers. Your index finger, that's Steve Gustafson. Your freeway finger, that's the team leader, Mark Henley. Your ring finger, that's the right wingman, Brian Reagan. And your pinky finger is the slot position, Jimmy Ford. That means there's more degrees to the right of the leader than to the left. Finger 4, strong right. All right, now as we come back in, the most difficult time possible when they are turning, diving, and upside down. Change from finger 4, strong right, and slide into the slot position. And ladies and gentlemen, that is one cool maneuver. Give the team a big round of applause. Oh, that is hard to do on a consistent basis. And look at that tight formation once again. I gotta tell you, I call these guys the happiness boys. Wherever they go at an air show, they make so many friends. They're 4 gentlemen from the South, and they represent the South very well. They are nothing but great fun. Now, great photo opportunity for your eyes and your cameras as you look at the overlap in the bottom of the aircraft. Check this close formation. You think the leader has an easy job? He does not. He's got to think about the wingman, about the lag in time between when he does something and when they follow. The wingmen have a point on the fuselage of the leader, and they constantly maintain aileron, rudder, and elevator to constantly keep that position, off with a little jogging up the front. So it's a tremendous amount of work. The wingmen do not look out the window. They allow the leader to be the eyes, ears, the direction, and the altitude for the team. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is pure discipline. It is hard enough when you're flying right side up, but when you're upside down, that becomes even more of a challenge. Now back to that tight formation. Across the what's happening. Brian Reagan pulls out, follows the leader. Steve pulls out, he follows the leader. Jimmy Fordham's in the trail position. Where's the leader going? Down in formation to a half, keeping it. The state fair, the county fair always comes to town. They always have a Ferris wheel. And this is salute to summertime fun, especially like in Midwestern states like Ohio. When we were kids, we rode a bike outside of town for the Colorado State Fairgrounds. Ski to a stop on our bicycles and look for our really great girlfriends to be along with them and to take a ride on the Ferris wheel. If you rode the Ferris wheel, you can see the lights from the other town. You can watch the summer stars come down. The shooting stars. Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for your award-winning Aeroshell Aerobatic team. Ah, the happiness, boys. Make it look so easy. Something is going to happen that's a departure from their routine, and it's a tribute that we're going to do. It's not a team that quits entertaining you when they leave. Right now, we're going to go 4 months. And Jimmy Fordham, your award-winning Aeroshell Aerobatic team, and they will be back tomorrow.
I just seeing him scoot down the runway, Danny, I couldn't help but laugh my butt off. The sound of freedom. Is do a weather reconnaissance check to see where the bases of the clouds are in our aerobatic box. If he can get high enough, he'll put on a high show, and that will be a great opportunity for you to see the maximum performance abilities of this fantastic fantastic jet that is now not only being flown by the United States Navy, but has just this year become the aircraft flown by the Navy's jet demonstration team, the Blue Angels. So we'll talk about those guys later because we're a Thunderbird show tonight. Let's see what he has to say. The Super Hornet is unique in its ability to operate at very slow speed. Stick over to the left and does it. Keep going. Three times the force of gravity. I said, do you all like the noise of the Rhino? Showtime. That's getting there.
Dropping down to 110 knots.
That's just 125 miles per hour. That's going on 75.
taxi out to begin today's demonstration, the Thunderbird crew chiefs are already preparing for their recovery. Let's watch as our maintenance professionals continue to demonstrate the same level of precision on the ground that you're about to witness in the sky. The Thunderbird team is comprised of proud professionals who are motivated by a passion for service and a commitment to excellence. It all started in 1953 with the F-84 Thunderjet. In just 6 days, the first Thunderbird team crafted a demonstration that would shape the future of military jet demonstration teams for years to come. The Thunderbirds became the first supersonic capable jet demo team in 1956 with the transition to the F-100 Super Sabre. In the early years, flying at supersonic speeds and creating a sonic boom was an accepted way to begin the demonstration. While supersonic flight is now prohibited, the Thunderbird tradition of showcasing America's frontline fighter aircraft and representing the pride, precision, and professionalism of all of our 697,000 airmen continues today in the current team you see before you. With 28 different Air Force career fields, this team is a diverse group of exceptional airmen from all across the Thunderbirds have been showing Americans what our Air Force can do for the past 68 years. Since 1953, not a single demonstration has been canceled due to a maintenance problem. Please join me in thanking the true heroes of our team and of the United States Air Force, our maintenance and support professionals. Right now, the pilots are completing some pre-flight checks at the end of the runway, and once they're ready, they'll take to the skies. Soon you will hear Thunderbird 1 command the pilots to run up their engines as they accelerate down the runway. As the planes lift off and begin their climb, watch for our slot pilot, Major Michael Brewer. He'll move quickly from the right wing into the slot position to form the famous Thunderbird Diamond. Following the Thunderbird Diamond, Thunderbird 5, Major Curran will raise her landing gear and execute an immediate 360-degree aileron roll. Directly in front of you. Is rejoined with the diamond to perform the low bomb burst.